Hello there. I'm going to share you a little beautiful little concept called tidy language. Now, we all know that words create realities around us. The words we speak to ourselves and the words we speak to other people are actually creating frequencies that manifest into realities in our life. There's no coincidence that the word spelling is linked to the word spell, because we are literally casting spells when we speak certain words. Now, why is that? Well, firstly, the brain does not work with words how we might imagine. The brain works with images. So when you're listening to a word, you're not seeing that picture of the word. Let's say I say pink elephant. You're not seeing the picture of the words spelt out pink elephant. You are just bringing up an image from your own dictionary of what a pink elephant looks like. That could be different to the person next to you. But you notice that it's not about the word, it's about the image. Now, the thing about images is they create feelings. So every word in your vernacular has an associated feeling. So when I might say something like tropical holiday, you might bring up an image of a bustling city. And you might then feel the excitement of the busyness and the different culture that you're walking around in this new city. For someone else, I might say tropical vacation, and they might picture in their mind an image of lying in a hammock on a deserted tropical island, and they feel that immense calm and hear the ocean and just feel relaxed. So what a completely different feeling these two people felt just because of one bunch of words. So this is really key when we start to shape consciously the words we use, the dictionary that we have created in our life. Now, you may or may not realize the English language is a little disempowering. And so I'm going to give you a perfect example. We use the word don't an awful lot. So if I say, don't picture a pink elephant, what happens? You picture a pink elephant no matter what, because the brain doesn't see the word don't as an image. What do you picture when you see the word don't? It doesn't, so it deletes that word completely, and you're just left with the image you were not supposed to imagine. So it's really important that we become aware of using don't minimally, if possible. We really need a positive command for our mind to picture what we do want, not what we don't want. Now, another word that's really used a lot, which is quite disempowering, is the word try. Because if we have this goal of trying to do something, we usually expect there's a margin of failure. But if we just say, I'm going to run 5Ks in the marathon tomorrow, we have a much better feeling of accomplishment. Let me give you another example. Let's say you're walking down the street and you see an associate or an acquaintance that you don't particularly like at all, and you find that you really don't want to start your day with that kind of energy. So you kind of avoid them, you walk quickly, and then they notice you instead. So they step over the road and come towards you. And so you go through the niceties of a polite conversation. And then they say to you, I really would like to catch up with you. Let's catch up. What about this weekend? And you say, yeah, I'll try. Thank you. Thanks for the invitation. I'll try. We'll see what happens. I'll try. But you don't actually say, yes, I'll do that, because you don't actually want to. And this is something to be really aware of in your own communication with others. When you sincerely want to achieve something, you will not say try. All of you will want to do that, will desire and see the eventuation of that achievement. So if in NLP training, when we train sports professionals, we teach them to imagine and say to yourself that you have absolutely completed that skill to 100% ability. And you wouldn't say, I'm going to try and win this hurdles race. It is, I'm going to win this race. It gives you a completely different vibration. And this is what it's really down to, vibration. As we know, vibration creates our reality around us. Now, another really good word to start to note and maybe remove if you can is want. Now, we have a lot of desires in our life growing up in a material world. We're taught to want all sorts of things. But the thing is, when you say, I want, you have it. You have the want. You have achieved it. There's nothing more for your mind to do for you. You have achieved exactly what you've set out to achieve, a want. So let's say I want $1 million. Well, there you go. You've got the want. It doesn't give a clear direction for your mind to follow. So it's better to say, I have, even maybe before you've had it, because we need to remember that time and space are not real. And so when we manifest, we need to remember that everything is happening simultaneously. And when you want to create a physical manifestation in your life, you have it already. You just need to remember that. Imagine it like a seed that you've planted under the earth. It takes a little while for those sprouts and to germinate and then to arise from the ground. And you have leaves and trees. But until then, you know you have it. It's just planted below the ground, so you can't see it quite yet. And this is how we need to focus on replacing want with have. And you will find a far more empowered reality for you. Now, another word is should, shouldn't. Now, if we had time machines, perhaps we could use that word a little bit more frequently. But really, when we do something and then we regret it and we say, I should have done this instead, what we're doing is we're dwelling on something we can't change anymore. Rather, it's better to say, next time I will da 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 da. So let's say you forget your coat one day and it starts raining and you're outdoors all day. And you don't say, I should have brought an umbrella or a coat, because you can't grab a DeLorean and travel back in time, can you? So instead you would say, next time I will bring an umbrella or a coat. I have learned something valuable today and I will make a conscious note of that. So this is really important. We avoid using the word should have as much as possible, because it's better to just recognize where we can learn. There's no mistakes. There's only feedback. There's no failure, just feedback. And that's the other word, failure. We really could benefit when we completely remove the word failure, because everything we experience in this life is feedback. We create certain trajectories through choices and through intentions and through what we're focusing on in our lives. And so it's no mistake. There's no failure. We're operating perfectly the way we've been designed to. And so just eliminate failure if you can. It will create a completely different feeling and you'll be more empowered. So finally, I just wanted to reiterate that it is important that we consciously look at the words we use. Because when we're talking to ourselves all day, which we tend to do, and this is something that we need to learn to still that inner voice so we can really listen to source and be guided in flow. But in the meantime, between learning to really hone in on quietening the mind and stilling all thoughts, when we do have those thoughts, just think about the words you're using. Are they empowering you, or are they confusing your brain, confusing your mind and taking you off in different directions and giving you frequencies and vibrations that you entrain with that are not helpful for you? So this is just a short video to impart with you a few of these powerful words that we need to contemplate removing or replacing or changing in our life. So have a beautiful day. Please like, subscribe, and share if you resonate with this message. See ya.